Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Vande Devam Umapatim Suragurum Vande Jagatkaranam Vande Pannagabhushanam Mrigamadam Vande Pashunam Patim Vande Surya Shashanka Vanhi Nayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakta Janashrayam Cha Varadam Vande Shivam Shankaram Vande Bhakta Janashrayam Cha Varadam Vande Shivam Shankaram. Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. The Panchaksara Stotram, Shiva Panchaksara Stotram. And so here, each letter of the five-syllable name of the divine, Namah Shivaya. And in this, Na is the first letter of the first verse. And so he says, Nagendraharaya. And here, the cosmic form of the Lord, the cosmic Lord, Nagendraharaya, that cosmic being is one whose form, in that form of Lord Shiva, he wears the king of all the snakes called Lord Vasuki. Vasuki is the king of the snakes, and he wears Lord Vasuki around his neck. And here, try wearing a snake around your neck. You know how afraid you will be. And so one who can wear Lord Vasuki, the king of all snakes, around his neck means what? He is the one who wields. He controls, he is the controller of fear. He is the one who controls death. He controls time, and therefore he is one who is a controller. Nagendraharaya. Nagendraha haraha yasya. He is a controller of time and death, wearing snake as an ornament. And this Lord Vasuki, there are very beautiful stories about him in the mythology. How he becomes that rope which churns the Mount Mandara in the Amrita Mathanam, in churning out from the ocean the nectar of immortality. And so Lord Vasuki offers himself for this churning. He offers himself to be held between the Devas and the Asuras, between the higher celestial powers and the demonic powers. He allows his body to be used as a rope in churning of the ocean for the pot of immortality, nectar of immortality. And so he is a king. And that power, that final power, which really can bring fear into a person, the power of a snake is not an ordinary power. You try laying on your stomach and moving 2 inches, how difficult it is. And laying on its stomach, the power it has in its muscle is so big that it can simply glide, it can simply, move so quickly. And that snake, Naga, represents power. And it brings fear. It has a capacity to bring death. And so the one who wears the snake as an ornament, he is one who is eternal power. He is one who is timeless, who is fearless, who is free from death. Nagendra Haraya, where the very king of snakes is an ornament on his neck. And a Trilochanaya, he is one who has all the luminaries are his eyes. And here in the tradition we talk about 3 luminaries, 2 in the celestial world and 1 on earth. The 2 luminaries of the skies are the brightest luminaries, the sun and the moon. And the luminary of the earth is the fire. And these are the eyes of the Lord. He is one who is infinite light and represented by the sun, moon and fire. Trilochanaya, Trini Lochanani Yasya, the one whose eyes are 3, he is a 3-eyed one. Bhasmangaragaya, this cosmic being, we are glorifying the cosmic being because in glorification alone, in knowing his powers alone, will I have a gratitude, knowing well whatever I am today, whatever I have received today, is all due to his grace. And therefore, a prashamsa or a stuti or glorification of the divine is done to invoke that devotee in me, that devotee, that devotion which has a gratitude, a prayer of gratitude. And so the third description is Bhasmangaragaya. So the one who is anointed, one whose body is anointed with bhasma or the ashes. When the fire swallows anything you put in that, everything is burnt down. And burnt down to what? To ashes. And this ashes don't decay. This ashes represent the eternal, that even fire cannot burn, doesn't burn. And so, Bhasmangaragaya means he is one who is eternal. His whole form is that of an eternal being. Don't think just because you visualize the Lord in a human form, that his form is a mortal form like our body is made up of the 5 elements and it goes into extinction. It also becomes ashes, really. So finally, what is the form that remains? If there is one form that remains, is the ashes alone. The cosmic form, if you were to define his form, he is nothing but the eternal being symbolized by ashes which represents the eternal. And Maheshwaraya, he is one who is the great Lord, the great Lord. Why do you call him the great Lord? Well, because he is Nityaya, he is Nitya, he is the timeless. One who is born into time experiences the collapse also, the birth and the death. The death is an experience for one who's born. But for one who is unborn, where is death? Death is only for the one who's born. And the one who's born will be gone, and that is called Anitya, the one that is time bound. We human beings in this body, we are time bound because we have birth, and therefore there will be death to the physical body. But the infinite is one who is the timeless being. He is not born into the world, he is not born into time, and therefore he does not get out of time. He is not subjected to time. He is one who wields time. He is the timeless being. Remember, his body is nothing but ashes. That which never decays, that which is eternal, right? And so that form is the form of the timeless. He is Nityaha, he is the eternal being, and he is Digambara. So Dik means direction, space. And the one who's clothed by space. For us to be clothed, what do we need? We need cotton or silk or some cloth. But you just visualize the form. This is a form of the divine whose clothes are, if you were to wrap up Lord Shiva, you will be wrapping him up in space. In the four directions are his body. In other words, he is not restricted by any name or any form, by any color. He is one that is ever free. He is one that is all pervasive, the one that is ever free. And so, Digambaraya, it refers to the omnipresence of the divine. So he is not only the timeless, he is also free from conditionality of space. That which makes us mortal is what? Time, space, conditionality. And here, if you were to talk about the eternal, he is free from time, he is free from the conditionality of space too. And therefore, what? Therefore, he remains unaffected. Like, for example, space. Space is omnipresent, it is all pervasive. Air is not. Air is in space, but air cannot pollute space. Air can pollute the atmosphere, but it cannot pollute space. Space remains, space is not in the same, category as air. Air is a later emergence than space. It is space, air, fire, water, earth. And so the subtlest of all the five elements is space. And so the grosser element cannot affect the subtler element. Air is born of the space. Therefore, air cannot influence or affect or pollute space. And space is in the consciousness of the whole, the cosmic being. Space is itself a creation that came later. space and time is an occurrence, a manifestation from the conscious being, and therefore space and time cannot affect the conscious being because he is the cause of space and time. And hence the conscious being is ever, ever, ever pure, untouched, Shuddhaha. And so this verse beautifully says, Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya. The Lord is free of time. The Lord is pure, ever pure, unaffected by anything. That unaffected consciousness in the human form, we call it what? We call it witness consciousness. In the human form, we call it witness consciousness or Sakshi Chaitanya. Witness consciousness, when we say witness, be a witness, that which is not affected by what is happening. And so being awareful, being in awareness, sitting in the space of awareness is about being Shuddhaha, being pure. Reflecting in the nature of the divine is the nature of being unaffected. And he is Digambaraya, the one that is ever free. Unto that syllable which represents the divine in all these expressions, unto that Lord who is represented by Na of the 5 syllables, is represented by the syllable Na. Unto that Lord Shiva, the cosmic being, my salutations. My salutations. So understand, the divine is looked upon in this set of verses as the one which is all forms and the one which is no form. Saguna and Nirguna. One with form and without form. And so, continuing, Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Nandishwara Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya. Nandishwara Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya. Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya. Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya. Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Nandishwara Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Nandishwara Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya. Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya. Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya. Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. Together. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Nandishwara Pramathanatha Maheshwaraya Mandara Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. And so here, in verse number 2, we proceed to look at the second syllable Ma. Unto Lord Shiva, represented by the second syllable of the Panchakshari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Ma. The next verse begins with Ma. And what is the word it represents? Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. So he is the one unto the Lord, unto that Lord, my salutation, who is anointed with Mandakini Salila, by the waters of Mandakini river. Mandakini river is another name of goddess Ganga. She has three main names. The first one being Bhagirathi, Bhagirathi Ganga, or Mandakini and Alakananda. Bhagirathi is the source Ganga. Ganga that came from Lord Shiva's locks of his head. A Ganga that followed Bhagirath king is goddess Bhagirathi. And she has two tributaries. One is Mandakini that emerges from the Kedarnath. Kedarnath is an abode of Lord Shiva in the Himalayas. And so from there the waters, the sacred waters that emerge is called Mandakini. And from Badrinath, the sacred waters that emerge is called Alakananda. This Mandakini and Alakananda join in a place called Rudraprayag and continue to flow as Alakananda. And further down the hills, she joins the source Ganga Bhagirathi in Devaprayag, and where these three join, she is called Ganga. And Ganga means the one who has gone to earth. And so these three rivers meet and then proceed towards the earth. So understand, until Devaprayag, the mountain region is not even considered the earth. It's considered the celestial land, the world of the celestials. Earth is where human beings live. Himalayas is a place of the celestial beings. And it is Ganga, Gam, Gata Ganga. Gam means earth. She moves towards earth from Devaprayag. And well, this Mandakini, Lord Shiva in those higher regions, he is anointed with Mandakini, and not only Mandakini, but also sandal. Sandal is a fragrant tree. The sandal tree is the fragrant tree. And when you describe the divine, we always describe with color and form and fragrances. Remember, this is a tropical country. We believe in our colors and forms and fragrances. And so, Chandana is the sandalwood tree. So, Lord Shiva here is a form of worship, a form in which we anoint him with Ganga. And that's why you find on Shivalinga always there is a pot and Ganga flows, Mandakini keeps flowing on his form. And he is anointed with the sandal paste. More we shall see tomorrow. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.